Stranger Things is directed by Matt Duffer and Ross Duffer, starring Winona Ryder, Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, Noah Schnapp, Caleb McLaughlin, Sadie Sink, Gaten Matarazzo, Joe Keery, David Harbour, Natalie Dyer, Charlie Heaton, Maya Hawke, Jamie Campbell, and Priya Ferguson, and many more, a lot more characters. The final season starts with where we left off on fourth season, and that is where we know about Vecna, and Vecna is doing something, and these people are children's who are adults now. They are trying to find Vecna and destroy him, and Vecna is busy gathering all the little kids so that he can use their energy to combine the two worlds together. And a lot of things happen, a lot of sacrifices happen, a lot of character developments, a lot of character arcs, and after all of that, we are successful in achieving what we went to achieve. So that's the story. Let's start from the characters. Millie Bobby Brown. I feel like they nerfed her character a lot. I remember in the first season of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown would just look at a van hurling towards them and make the van fly in the air just by looking. And this one, she is like screaming to blow a pumpkin up. She is so weak. She is giving all her energy into straightening a truck that was fallen down. I was like, she is not only that she is grown up, she should be more powerful, but she is hella weak. Like, why is she doing all these things? And they show her doing all the exercises and everything, like a military like routine. Working, jumping, crawling through the trenches, and all those exercises is what she's doing. Why? She can literally lift herself up from the ground. She has those kind of powers. Why does she need physical fitness, but in a way where it nerfs her actual powers? She should be trying to lift bigger things, but she never does that. And it felt like they have really, reduced Millie Bobby Brown. One of the reasons why I think that is because they wanted to introduce a couple of other characters with supernatural powers. One with Noah Schnapp getting the same kind of powers as Millie Bobby Brown, and he uses those powers according to his own, according to what the story asks him to do. But one thing that I did not like is, there are a lot of things that I did not like about the Stranger Things season 5. One thing is that Millie Bobby Brown is very much less powerful compared to what we were shown in the first season. Another thing that I did not like was that what they did with the Upside Down. They showed that the Upside Down is not a parallel dimension, like you have the school in the downside up, in the actual universe, and then there is another school in the upside down. There is a school, but the one in the real world is very much clean, very much alive. People are going in and out, and the upside down is filled with all this, darkness and the shadows and all this and monsters and everything. They showed that the upside down is just a bridge between another world. Now there is a third world where the actual demon who is operating all these people, who is operating Noah Schnapp, who is operating Millie Bobby Brown, is fighting against him. And also we have Vecna. Vecna was a human before, and then he gets captured by this entity from the third world and gives Vecna all his powers, and then he corrupts his brain to an extent that Vecna does all the bad things that he is doing. But they ruined the Upside Down, because Upside Down is just a bridge. And I'm thinking, if Upside Down is just a bridge between the real world and the third world, then why does the bridge has the same components that the real world has? Like the same buildings, the same playgrounds, the same cars, everything is the same. It's just rotten, but it does have it. If upside down is just a bridge, why does it has it? Doesn't the third world is supposed to have that? You know, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. And also in the show, they show that we zoom out from the upside down, get out of it, and we see upside down is like a tunnel, like a big tunnel between the real world and the third world. There is no name for the third world. I don't remember they ever gave that name, gave a name to the third world. But that's what it is. I think the writers kind of goofed up over there while writing this third world. I think a lot of thought should have been gone towards explaining why the bridge world has all the exact places and exact buildings and everything exactly like the first world if it's just a bridge world. You know, so that was like really sad. The story also kind of jumps a lot from all these three worlds. So it jumps from the first world to the bridge world. Upside down is just a bridge world now, to the third world. And now on in the third world, there is also like a mind world where Vecna is capturing all these kids and playing with their brains like a matrix, giving them a really nice house to play in and just do their thing, just so that he can, you know, kidnap these kids. So there is a brain world now where everyone is like captured and just chilling and having fun. They don't know what is happening to their bodies in the real life, in the real world, which is the third world. And yeah, so a lot of things go bad over there. Another thing I did not like is that the demidogs, or anything from Demogorgon to demidogs, they attack the military guys with guns and arms and ammunitions easily. But our main characters, they are not getting attacked at all. Like there is a scene where Caleb's character is picking Sadie Sink in his arms and running away from the demidogs, and the demidogs are easily eating the soldiers with the guns and all, and he is in the elevator closing the door trying to run away from them, and the door closes, but one of the demidog kind of comes through that door and he just kicks them. These demidogs are easily killing off all the military guys, and you're just gonna kick one off. Like what? So that was another thing that was really weird. People did not write that, like the Duffer brothers did not write it properly, I believe. Another thing I did not like is when Caleb is like hiding from the demidogs in a laundry room, and he has Sadie Sink in his hand, and he also has the tape record playing Sadie Sink's favorite song on full blast in his hand, and he's just hiding with other people, and we see the demidogs come in. I don't know if they can hear or not, because I do believe the Demigorgon and the Demidogs can hear people. It has shown in all the other seasons that they can hear people, they can hear noise, they have ears. But despite all the song playing out loud and everything, they were not able to hear. They get inside this laundry room and they are looking around slowly, steadily. I'm like, just go for the sound where the music is coming from, like, right? Like, and they don't do that. And it felt like, you know, not just this scene, but it felt like the entire season 5, the characters that are defeating the demidogs, the demigorgon and Vecna and everything, they are doing that nothing but using plot armor. That's it. They are not getting killed or even minorly getting hurt because they are the main characters. That's it. You will notice that a lot of times where the military guys are getting easily beaten up or getting eaten up by all these monsters, but the main people, our lead characters, are not getting affected by them at all. I don't even know why they are running, because they have such a strong plot armor given to them that if they would just stand in place, I believe something will happen and the demidogs and the demigorgons will not eat them or not hurt them. So it's the whole season feels like that. Another thing that was out of place for me is what is her name? Natalie Dyer. Her character went from, okay, I just want to help, I'm desperate and all that. All from that, she became a killer. Now she became a murderer. There is a scene, literally, she is like wearing all this armor, all this big guns, all the big, bullets and everything. She gets out of this truck and easily kills off the military guys. I was like, oh really? Now you're that badass? You kill people and you don't even blink an eye? I don't know where it came from. Okay, we understand your mom got attacked by the Demogorgon really bad. She almost died. She has slashes all across her neck and everything. So that was a good scene. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I believe your mom died, almost died. Your sister is taken away by Vecna, and your father is almost dying too. So you are in a situation where I don't care. But at least show something. You killed someone. At least show like, oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. Something. But they showed nothing like that. Natalie Dyer is just, this is who I am. There was no character building with that. There was nothing. It just felt really, really flat. Another thing that was really crazy about this is that she's carrying all this armor, all these guns and everything, and she's just walking like, it's nothing. Normally, when someone of that stature, Natalie Dyer is not a bulk character in the film. You show like a little bit of tiredness by carrying all these arms and ammunitions for hours, and in the sun. She should get tired, but she's not getting tired. And that's another thing that was really off-putting and weird to me. The breakup scene was good between Charlie Heaton and Natalie Dyer, but what leads to that breakup was a little bit off as well. They are stuck in this place where there is a big ball of energy, and if you try to destroy that energy in the upside down, that is now a bridging world. If you try to destroy that energy, the bridging world kind of melts, and they are now stuck in this room where everything around them is melting, and they are going to be drowned. And the way they do that is they just get on the table, and they are like scared now. Oh my god, we are going to die. Well, how are we going to survive this? What's going to happen? They say this, and then they talk about their relationship, how their relationship is bad and is become toxic in a way. One thing that was not really I was not able to digest is that once they start talking about their relationship, they immediately forget about what's going on around them. They are going to be drowned. They are just on a table, but they immediately forget about it. At least show a little bit concern. Oh my god, it's raising, the water level is raising, we are going to die, we're going to drown. Nothing. They are like literally having chats about their relationship, completely forgetting what's happening, what's going to happen to them in that moment. And of course, like when they finish their talks about their relationship and then they do break up, the liquid that is falling into that room, it kind of stops, and everything is like okay now. So it felt like that room and that thing that was happening was just so that they can have this talk about the relationship and they can eventually break up. The talks about the breakup was good. They said that they bonded over a trauma. Natalie Dyer lost her best friend in the first season, and Charlie Heaton lost his only brother in the first season. So the loss of their loved ones made them come together. So they were not together because of, oh, I just like you and I just like you. They came together because of this trauma of losing someone. And over the years, their relationship became toxic, where Charlie Heaton is like, oh, you are not really giving me all your attention, and Natalie Dyer is like, my mom almost died and I want to save her, and I cannot give you attention because I have a lot on my plate. And that part was really good. Like I really enjoyed that part. Talking about everyone saying how Noah Schnapp's character comes out as gay wasn't surprising at all. Like we know that this character is going to be gay. There were early signs, and there were a lot of things. I am happy that Noah Schnapp did not end up with Finn Wolfhard. These people, they grew up together. You know, they were friends when they were little kids. So even if it's a straight relationship, it's never gonna work because it feels too weird to date someone you have been friends with since childhood, you know. And I'm so glad that they did not do that. If they would have done that, like if they made Wolfhard and Noah Schnapp to end up together, I would have, oh my god, I don't know. It would have been really weird for me to see something like that. Because you know, you develop a camaraderie with the person. You start seeing them as your sibling. It doesn't matter if you are straight or gay. That person that who you have been friends with since childhood, that person is always gonna be like a sibling to you. You know, especially when you have been through a lot of stuff together, stuff that is shown in Stranger Things. That person is always going to be like a sibling to you. So I was pretty sure like it's not gonna happen. Noah Snap and Finn Wolfhard are not gonna end up together, and I'm glad that they did not show that. They were hinting towards it, but I'm glad that they did not happen. That one scene where Noah Snap kind of comes out and says all these things like, "Oh, I don't like women, but I don't like them in that way, but I like them," and all that, felt really cheesy. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they could have done that a little bit a different way. I don't know what that way is, but the way that they showed was very cliche, I would say. Like every movie shows the character coming out of the closet like, oh yeah, I'm gay. It's kind of like really emotional moment, and everyone is supportive. Nobody is against it. And this movie is set in the 80s. I'm pretty sure there has to be some people who are against it, you know. But nobody was against it, and that felt a little bit I would say unreal. Like it felt fake. It felt like, oh, this another propagandist or some kind of agenda is being spread. Sure, show the character coming out of the closet, you know, show him saying, oh, you guys, I want to say something, and I'm not straight, I don't like girls in that way, and I like guys, and I'm so and so. But then you should show some characters that are actually from the 80s, because people in 80s really hated the LGBT and their own son or daughter becoming gay. So if they would have shown something like that, and then other characters would have jumped in and said like, hey, you know, you grow up, like this is how it is, and something, it would have felt real. But this, because they showed all the characters, including the strong masculine characters, are really into Noah Schnapp being gay, was kind of felt fake to me. That's the one more criticism. I feel like I've said a lot of bad things. Let me think about the good things. I think Millie Bobby Brown's exit from the final episode, and the way they showed that she is gone, but maybe she is not gone. They showed that, and I really liked that. I liked it because I really love this show. I have been watching Stranger Things since season 1, and I really love it. And I really got connected with the characters, and I really got connected with Millie Bobby Brown's character as well. And I did not wanted her to go. I did not. Like, I was really sad when I saw like her character is, you know, dying off. They didn't really show her dead, but they show her like she is going into this other world, and she's leaving us forever. And that was really sad for me. But then in the end, they showed Finn Wolfhard's character kind of figuring out what might have happened, because we have superpower people everywhere. Something, you know, there is one character that can show visual things that are not really there, but she can bring it up for people who are watching it to make it look like, oh, there is something there. So Finn Wolfhard is like, oh, this character who can make things come to life, make illusions happen in real life. She might have put Millie Bobby Brown over there at the end of the other side, and when the other side collapsed, she went with it, and it's just an illusion. It's not real. And I feel like it is not real, and Millie Bobby Brown is her character 11 is still out there.
but that's how they ended, and I really like that part. I really like the part where they do show like, okay, she's gone forever, but she's not really gone, so she can stay alive in our hearts and in our minds. And I really love that. I really liked Millie Bobby Brown's character. I did not want her to leave the show or to die. Like, let's not make everyone Iron Man, you know what I mean? So I'm glad the way they ended and they hinted that she is still alive. I really like that. That's a very big plus point from me regarding this show. I did not like all the other aspects of this show, not at all. I feel like they could have just gotten away with making the Upside Down the only world that is, instead of making it a bridging world. The Upside Down is a bridging world, and there is a third world now. I feel like that was all like, we did not need that. We could have made the whole giant spider mountain monster inside the Upside Down, but instead they showed it on into a third world. One more. I mean, another negative thing that I did not like about this is Natalie Dyer's character is like saying like, oh, you can, is challenging the spider monster. There's a big monster that's the main villain in this film. She's challenging this spider monster, and she's like, oh, shooting with the gun and running away. And whenever the spider monster is trying to catch up to this main people, the protagonists of our show, the spider monster becomes slow. He's not killing them immediately. He's killing them very slow. Not even killing them, just coming to them very slow. Felt very unreal. Like it did feel really fake. So yeah, that's the review for this final season for Stranger Things. I really like the first season, of course, it's amazing. Second season is okayish. I like the fourth season a lot, but yeah, fifth season didn't really like it. I like the send off that they gave to 11, and I like what they did afterwards. And they showed all the characters, they're heading their own ways and doing their own thing now. I liked all of that, but yeah, apart from that, all this other negative things kind of really wore me down into keep watching. I was only watching because of the season 1 and season 2. After that, like if it wasn't for that, I would have been really disinterested in this show by the 5th season. But I guess that's the thing, what happens when it comes to daily TV shows. They kind of die off. Same thing happened with Game of Thrones. So yeah, that's about it. That's the review for Stranger Things season 5. Let me know what you think about my review in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.